All right, Parkside basketball fans, tip-off is minutes away. Tonight's matchup is your Parkside Dragons versus, all the way from Midtown, the Bulldogs. Grab a seat and let's get ready for Parkside Dragons basketball. Go Dragons!
Yeah. Hey. Oh, damn.
Vic, come on, let's just go find our seat.
Hey, yeah, no, I'm coming. Hold up. Go. Hey, what's up, baby?
Hey, let's go, freak. Let's get this win, baby.
Hey, yo, FOF, right here. Hey, who want to meet up after, yo? Call me.
Vic, let's
Call
go.
me.
Come sit down. Come on, the game's about to start.
All right, ready to go? Ready to go?
Let's go, Dragons! Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Robert Andrew with the bucket. The assist from Freak. Freak with the dime.
Bring your game, Bulldogs.
2 points.
Come on,
Court
fellas, let's
keeper.
talk.
David Gregory for 2.
Let's go,
Robert Andrew with the bucket. Freak with the assist.
You're no good, Bulldogs.
And that's it for that quarter. Parkside looking strong with the lead. Let's make some noise for the Dragons. Parkside students, do you love to dance? Parkside is putting together an inaugural dance troupe called Dancing with Dragons. We need members. Please see Kelly C for more information. Three points, Michael Kennedy.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Robert Andrew with the bucket. Freak with the dimer.
Move our
2
feet. Move our
points,
feet.
Dominic Pagnotti Jr.
Where?
That's good.
That's on me.
The line for
That's on me.
Good shot.
Parkside Go Dragons!
He's yours.
Bring your game, Bulldogs.
2 points. Dominic Pagnati Jr.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Freak with the basket.
The champ is here.
Backcourt violation.
Backcourt violation.
Ah, my bad. My bad.
Bulldogs ball. And that's all for that period of play, folks. The Dragons are up and looking strong. Let's cheer them on to victory, folks. Go Dragons! Parkside High students, a reminder that the date for makeup AP exams is next Wednesday. This will be your final chance to take any missed AP test for the student.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Court Keefer. That's his first personal foul. Freeze with a 3-ball. Timeout for the Bulldogs. Students, if you have a creative side, we'd like to invite you to join the Quilting Society. The club meets once a week in Mrs. Burney's classroom and is always accepting members.
Move off feet. Move off feet.
Dominic Pagnati Jr. Bulldogs foul. Brad Jones. That's his first personal foul. Bulldogs foul. Dominic Pagnati Jr. That's his first personal foul. Midnight. Timeout for the Bulldogs. We would like to remind you that tickets are still available for the upcoming performance of the play Birth of a Salesman. Tickets sold at the Dragon Theater. Don't miss it. Timeout for the Bulldogs. Students, we'd like to remind you that the Nordic Club will be meeting in room ES5 this week. Any dragon interested in Nordic heritage and customs is welcome to fly on by. Mike. Thomas Brothers. That's his first personal foul.
Get open, it's free.
And it's a win! A big thank you to all the fans, students, and parents who made it out tonight. Your support is what makes athletic
Patrick Ewing to Kimbe Mutombo.
get underway. The game tonight features the Fairview Tornadoes hosting the Dragons, who come here from Parkside High. Time to get loud, Fairview fans. Let's make some noise for your Tornadoes.
Are you gonna just find your seat this time?
Hey, see,
Are you taping me?
nah, I'm making phone calls, yo. I'm a networker. You know me. That's just what I do.
Hey, yo, Freak! Hey, we gonna make it rain tonight, baby! Woo!
Yeah, Freak, let's get that win. Look. Cuckoo.
Hey, get them hundreds out! Get them hundreds out for your boy!
Ready, gentlemen? Ready?
David Gregory. Jerson Sabita for two. points. Freak.
Come on,
2 points.
bring it.
Freak. A reminder to all sophomore Fairview students, sign-ups for college testing begin next week and space is limited. Sign-up sheets for testing are located in Mr. Voigtkampf's office in room 82. Turnover.
No way, no way.
Fairview ball. Left goes Saslanaglu with the bucket.
Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
Defensive foul. Joe Levesque. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. At the line for the Tornadoes. Freak. Shooting 2.
Okay.
3-point basket. Mike Long. 2 points. Robert Anderson. That will do it for the first half of play. Take a 10-minute break as we'll get the second half underway shortly.
Come on now. Come on now. Let's go.
Come on, Tornadoes! Let's go!
Jesse Bean for 2. Two points. Free.
Let's go, Dragons. Come on. Move the ball. It's sticking too much.
of bounds.
No way, no way!
Tornadoes ball. And that's it for the third quarter. The fourth will begin in just a few moments. That's his first personal foul. First team foul. Shooting for Fairview. Timeout for the Dragons. Tornadoes. If you want something fun to do this weekend, make sure to stop by the Fairview Annual Sock Hop. All money raised during the event helps the music department and directly supports small bands.
Can't stop this.
Timeout for the Tornadoes. Students, the chess club is now accepting members. If you would like to test your skills and represent your school, please see Mr. Jones for more details. That's his first personal foul. Tornadoes foul. Jesse B. That's his second personal foul. Tornadoes foul. Mike Wong. Parkside ball. Three-point basket. Mike Wong. A reminder for all students, if you are interested
We can guarantee you 3 things, freak. What is it?
We at the spot right now, though. Oh, yeah, you know my boy's about to take it.
I need you to be on your best behavior tonight. This is an important game
Give
for
my
free.
phone back. Come on, yo.
Vic, I'm serious.
Cece, my dear. Now, I know how important this game is. I'm just trying to make moves, yo. Freaky, he's gonna take it all the way. He's leading this, all right? Business.
Come on, freak. Show them no mercy.
Hey,
we got this
hold
title. Come on.
We got this, my boy. We got this. Hey, we taking state, man. We taking state. Hey, he's taking state, though.
Vic, come on. Let's get our seat.
Okay. My man.
Vic, I'm serious.
All right,
Let's go.
yo, she up on me like hard right now, though.
He's yours. Take it to the basket.
Basket by Teddy Edwards.
That's his first personal foul. Shooting for parts unknown, Teddy Edwards. At the line for two. California, so don't miss out. Two shots. Phoenix foul. Ben Bishop. That's his fourth personal foul. Shooting for Boston. Freak. Taking two shots.
Freak, thanks.
They say everything is bigger in this state, and I feel I will be too.
Welcome, everyone, to an exciting broadcast of college basketball here on 2K Sports. Some great action in store tonight, seeing some of the best and brightest young players on the hardwood. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We've got the Kansas Jayhawks and the Texas Longhorns.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
And so in the game for the Jayhawks, they've got Duncan, and it's Lee in at the 1 spot.
I think it's safe to say that the most notable Longhorn of all time is Kevin Durant. Only spent 1 year there, but that's all the time he needed to leave his mark on the program.
You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
Duncan with the bucket. And we've seen Durant go on to do great things in the NBA, but he had that one magical season with the Longhorns.
Yeah, you go back to his freshman year, he was player of the year, the first freshman to achieve that status. Absolutely dominated in every way on the floor. You knew the NBA was in his future immediately.
Here's Royal, following the score by Kansas. 6 on the shot clock, misses off the right iron.
That's exactly how you have to defend him. He's a guy that the D needs to be aware of at all times.
Ellis against Lee. Now here's Oubre. Here's Gaines. It's rebounded by Royal.
Major defensive lapse right there. And he's not a player you can leave open for a jump shot. You've got to stay attached to him. They're lucky he couldn't punish them for it.
And so here's Kansas. And there's the pass to Duncan. The feed to Gaines. Fires from 14. Some solid defense from Dorgan. And so it's Texas with it. Trailing by 2. Turner with a screen for Freak.
You know what? Tried to step in and cut him off, but just didn't get there quick enough.
Yeah, he was one step late that time, Greg.
Edwards with the screen. Royal the pass to Edwards. Here's Warwick. Will not go. This is off the front iron.
And whether he's a great off-balance shooter or not, the lean is probably not the best option on that shot.
Royal in a 2-guard. He's out there with Edwards. And it's Warwick in at the 4 spot.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in. And that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And for Kansas, they've got Frazier, and it's Daniels in at the 2-guard spot. Freak kicks to Warwick, and it's good. Fought through contact, it's the shot, he'll go to the free throw line. Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Royal, he's in at the point. Also, Ellis out there. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot. And so in the game for the Jayhawks, we've got Oubre, and it's Gaines in at the 5 down low. Lee against Royal. Lee dishes to Gaines. And so he earns a trip to the line. Official saw the contact, and he'll shoot 2.
And you know what? You allow a guy to get right to the rim like that. That's your only option.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, free throws are always better than a layup, so I'd agree with you there, Greg. Well, as far as the league's big men go, he's one of the very best at the foul line. You know, sometimes you can see how a player can lead on the floor from the sidelines, and you see that with Freak. I mean, he's got the skills and athleticism as a point guard, in addition to the leadership, too.
And, guys, people often underestimate just how important leadership is. You know, there's no stat for that. But guys like Chris Paul and Steph Curry have incredible skill, but their leadership on the floor is equally as important. Freak is a floor general in their mold.
And so it's Texas with it, following the score by Kansas.
Boy, some really big names have come out of the Kansas Jayhawks program into the NBA. A pair of first overall picks in their history. Believe it or not, Wilt Chamberlain wasn't one of them.
And both free throws good for Royal.
And Kansas always seems to be in title contention. I mean, the program does a great job of finding tough players and having a system that fits them best. Rarely are they not a title contender.
Williams somehow ignores the tight D and gets the layup. Williams has got the lead up to 4 now for the Jayhawks. Now here's Freak. D right on him. Warwick gets the bucket. Warwick's got 5 now. And the Jayhawks do a great job in recruiting talent. All sorts of players have come through Kansas and found success.
Yeah, and you know they develop not only the stars like Paul Pierce and Andrew Wiggins, but role players too, guys that have made a living in the NBA as fitting into roles. Mario Chalmers and Nick Collison come to mind.
And now here comes Williams leading the break. Passes it to Gaines. Here's Calderon. Offensive rebound. It's blocked by Royal. Gaines has gone 2 of 7 from the floor here.
And you see a lot of players who are very talented play with a me-first approach. That is not the case with Freak. He doesn't try and attract any unnecessary attention and just focuses on playing his game.
Yeah, I like that about him, Greg. I mean, in a day and age where most guys are self-centered and it's all about me, it's refreshing for a player like Freak who doesn't invite that kind of noise. I mean, that's as impressive as his skill set.
Royal in at shooting guard. He's out there with Edwards, and it's Hudson in at the center, filling out the middle. And stolen by Freak. To the paint, here's Ellis. And the layup's good off the glass. And Texas leads by 2.
Boy, they are passing the ball very crisply right now.
They really are, and their last 3 buckets have come by way of an assist.
Inside, here's Lee. That's good, and so Duncan with the assist.
Nothing too fancy, just simple execution. That's getting the job done when they need to make every possession count.
Completely agree with that, Clark. They need stops and really can't afford any wasted possessions. Those inside shots are nice, high-percentage looks.
Just enormous, guys. With time winding down, goes for the steal, and then off to the races.
Yeah, that was big time right there, Clark. That's terrific basketball.
Now here's Freak. Puts it up from 12. And the shot no good, a bit short.
And he's really having all sorts of problems with his jumper right now.
Yeah, big time. I mean, the words that come to mind, ice and cold and disappearing stroke, all would apply.
And he gets the bucket.
Defenders need to recognize and be alert to staying on him as we get into crunch time.
And the Jayhawks making a change here. Terry's checked in. There's 1:17 left to play in the second half. Out to Lee. He feeds it to Gaines. The shot is off. Good work defensively by Turner.
And with Freak, he takes a lot of pride in where he hails from. Didn't grow up with a silver spoon in his hand by any means, and his family cheers him on from Harlem.
And, Greg, you can see it in this game. I mean, we're all a product of where we've been, our environment, our experiences. And with Freak, he doesn't take anything for granted. Some of the very best players of all time have come from the projects like Freak, and he takes pride in playing for Harlem when he's on the court.
Ellis against Duncan. Pass to Lee. Out to the right wing. Good ball movement here by the Jayhawks. Laces one from 3.
Boy, what a pressure bucket that was.
Greg, now that's coming through in the clutch.
Here's Freak. Oh, off target. And they commit an intentional foul. We'll see another one of those so they can get into the penalty.
Had to foul, and on that occasion to stop the clock. That's the enemy in this situation.
And you know what, Greg? Who knows? A few misses at the stripe, and they're right there within range. You know, late-game free throws are a lot different than early-game free throws in terms of making them.
And an intentional foul right there.
That's his first personal foul.
And so the Jayhawks take the win. This Hi, everyone, and welcome to this broadcast of college basketball on 2K Sports. The action doesn't get much better than two of the most dynamic teams in college basketball going at it on the hardwood. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. It's the Texas Longhorns and the Georgetown Hoyas.
There is no feeling like a packed house on a college campus. You can just feel the electricity in the air as two major colleges go head-to-head on the hardwood.
And even though this game isn't a must-have game, it feels like a tournament game, a one-and-done type situation. Both of these programs know that a win here could be huge for them as they get ready to make a run in March.
On the court for the Longhorns, Royal, he's in at the point. Also Ellis out there. Doherty out there at Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot.
Well, in Texas, the Longhorns are known for their football history, actually all over the country. They have an impressive basketball alumnus list, too, though. A lot of pros have come out of Texas.
Here's Randolph. He feeds it to Warren. Hoyas moving the ball around. Randolph up top for the three. That's good.
They really can't allow him too many open looks like that. I mean, that's just inviting trouble.
Here's Freak. That's good.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
They set the screen. Trice kicks to Randolph. The 9-foot shot. His shot is good, making him a perfect 2 for 2 from the floor.
Clearly, he's one of the best there is in the business when it comes to making that lead pass.
Move the ball.
Freak kicks to Ellis. To the inside. The shot by Turner, no good. Pass to Trice. He kicks it to Price. Tried to bank it in, but he misses. Royal against Randolph. Turner, soft touch off the glass.
And every once in a while, he'll show up and give you some great moves around the hoop.
A big group substitution here for Texas. And here are the Hoyas now. They trail by 1. Harkless with it. Pass to Hodges. Outside Wilson.
Well, there have been a lot of great players out of Georgetown over the years. Most of them big men, but don't forget about Allen Iverson. He might just be the most popular former Hoya of all time.
The Hoyas shooting their first shots of the first. And some changes here for Texas. Hoyas leading by 3. Warren is out there with Price. Then it's Nelson. Then it's Trice. And it's Randolph in at the 2 spot.
And that's foul number 2. And maybe you don't sit him at this point, but you really have to be careful to not pick up another before half.
There's the bucket. Good. And Allen Iverson was only at Georgetown for 2 seasons. The way he played, he completely set the college basketball hoop world on fire.
We might never see a scorer quite like Iverson again. For his size, what he packed into that small frame was absolutely amazing. As unique and relatable a guy as we've had.
And for Texas, Royal in at point guard. Also Ellis out there. Turner is out there with Doherty. And it's Ford in at the power forward. Now the Hoyas with it. Only giving up 2 points this quarter. Randolph kicks to Price. To the right side. Here's Trice. No luck. Now Texas takes it the other way. We've got 28 seconds left here in the first half. And that one's good. And that's now 6 points for Freak.
I'm not sure who was supposed to be on him that possession. I mean, apparently neither did the defenders.
Passes it to Trice. They set the pick. The feed to Price for 3. And the rebound goes to the Longhorns. Just 3 on the clock. And it's going to be 2 free throws. Drew contact on the shot. Longhorns shooting their first free throws of this. Free throw good. Ford. So he hits 1 of 2 from the stripe. And the first. And we welcome you back to college basketball here on 2K Sports as we get ready to get going for the second half of play.
Guys, you know, it's been a close one thus far. Both teams have had strong stretches, but neither team has really been able to take control of the game to this point.
And guys, this is kind of like a boxing match, a bit of a feeling out period thus far. The second half, we should see more things open up, and that should benefit star players like Freak, who will get more quality opportunities.
Price is out there with Warren. Then it's Trice. Then there's Hudson. And it's Randolph in at the two-guard spot. And for Texas, Royal, he's in at point guard. Also Ellis out there. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the power forward position. The Texas Longhorns have been building their basketball program over the years. They have been on the verge of greatness for a long time.
I think Texas in general is very decorated in its athletics program. I mean, still looking for their first college basketball championship on the men's side is what they're reaching for.
Doherty, no luck. Hoyas leading by 3. Price outside. Randolph a screen. Price the pass to Trice. Randolph a screen on Royal. Just 5 on the clock. And here's Price from beyond the arc. And the shot is good. And Georgetown leads by 6.
Perfect screen there. Set him up with a terrific look.
Yeah, I like the fact that the setup was good, the screen was solid, but you also have to look at the fact that the defender didn't do his job as well as he could have.
Move the ball.
Wilson against Royal, and he uses the glass on the layup. Freak's got 8 points.
You got to love the big bucket in the paint in this sort of grinded-out physical game.
That's the kind of look they can continue to go with. Maybe that'll help them create some separation on the scoreboard.
Trice passes to Wilson. Felix dishes to Joseph. Hoyas moving the ball around. Got a piece of it. And stolen by Freak. That's good, and the Hoyas' lead is cut down now to just 2 on the basket from Richmond.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
And when you make 5 in a row in close like that, it also takes pressure off your perimeter guys, too.
And Joseph kicks to Felix. Out left to the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Joseph, that's good.
Guys, this doesn't look like the same team defensively we saw in the first half. I mean, they're flat as day-old pop.
Count that one. That's 10 points for Freak.
They are not rotating nearly quickly enough on defense down low. Got to get quicker there.
Just no resistance on the interior.
Now Harkless. Back to Gonzalez. Nelson, the pass to Gonzalez. He dishes it to Harkless. Shot clock at 6. And there's the pass to Hodges. Takes a 3. The rebound by Turner. Turner's got 3 rebounds now in this one. We've got Hodges. And it's Gonzalez in at the 2-guard. In the corner, Rush with it. Drops in the tray. And Texas leads by 1.
And I'm sensing something special going on here tonight.
It certainly does have the feeling of a classic, Greg. Let's see which team is better equipped to handle the pressure.
Yeah, outstanding job there of taking the harm. And
Royal, he's checked in for Edwards. 26 seconds left in the second half of basketball. Here's Royal.
there, but you'd rather not have it cost your team points.
I agree. I mean, you would have been better off using it on the floor and not on the shot. But the foul had to come either way, so it is what it is.
Can't knock it down, and they really needed that one. Thanks for joining us, and hello, college basketball fans. We've got a great night ahead and a couple outstanding teams going at it. We're going to have the pleasure to watch. Hi, this is Kevin Harlan, joined by my partners, Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg. We'll see the UCLA Bruins and the Texas Longhorns.
And you know, guys, we go back many years broadcasting college games, and it never gets old. Every big-time player makes a name for themselves at the college level, and we could see that again on display here tonight.
Well, with a guy like Freak suiting up, you know that there are going to be scouts watching his every move, but you look at the roster of both of these teams, and they're really loaded with talent.
Now look at UCLA's starting lineup. Looney out there with Campbell. Then it's Fresh. Then there's Free, and it's Roberts in at the 5.
And, guys, so many great players from UCLA in the NBA over the years. Kareem, a former Bruin. Bill Walton, also coming out of Westwood.
Gordy against Campbell. They set the pick. There's Free. And the 3 off target.
Good little two-man action there, but they just can't get the shot to fall.
Yeah, but that was a beauty. Good-looking shot, well-executed play. I wouldn't be surprised to see them go back to it.
Move the ball. Stick it.
He dishes it to Turner. The turnaround. The shot is off. The Bruins go the other way with it.
Yeah, but the hand in the face. It's critical that you contest his shots every time down the floor.
Here's Free. Almost, but it rolls out. And so it's Texas with it. Here's Royal. It's good for his second make. He's made 2 of 3 so far.
Oh, that is just weak defense there. I'm pretty sure that was not the plan to give him those kind of baskets at the hoop.
And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Johnson, he's checked in for Looney. Morris comes in for Campbell. Martin's checked in for Fresh. And Starks is subbed in for Free. Here's Roberts. And the foul called on Freak. That's his first foul. The Bruins making a switch here. Thomas is checked in. Royal against Starks. To end the drought, and the layup is up and in.
How about the way he's able to angle his body to shield the big fella off and still get the finish?
You've got to be clever with your sleight of hand when you get inside and try to finish against the bigger guys. And he made it look easy that time.
Texas shooting their first foul shots of the night here.
2 shots.
Shooting 2. Shooting 2.
And he can't hit the second. Morris kicks to Johnson. Morris passes to Starks. Some nice ball movement by the Bruins. They set the pick. Takes it from 10. And off the front iron, and in it goes. Thomas got his first 2 points of the night. Royal in at 2 guard. He's out there with Edwards, and it's Rush in at the 3 spot. That's good, and he's now 3 for 4 from the field.
Wow. What a first half it's been thus far here for Freak. This is why so many think he'll be a star at the next level.
And you can take all the measurements and do all the data analytics you want to, but all it takes is one half of watching Freak play when he's hot like this to know starter is in his future.
And for the Bruins, we've got Johnson. Thomas is out there with Starks. And it's Barton in at the 2. The Bruins shooting their first shots from the stripe in this game. And it's a completely new group for Texas. And now a new group getting ready to come in for the Bruins. Looney's checked in for Johnson. So both teams making some... Hello and welcome back. This is college basketball on 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg as we get set for the second half.
And while there is a little bit of distance between the two teams, one big run could close the gap in a hurry.
Yeah, I agree with you, Greg. In order to hold on to this lead, they'll need to keep going to Freak to get things working for them offensively. His play in the second half of this game, critical.
Royal in at point guard. Also Ellis out there. Turner is out there with Dorton. And it's Ford in at the 4. So on the floor for UCLA, they've got Campbell. Fresh is out there with Free. And it's Roberts in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. Here's Campbell. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
I'd love to see them impose themselves a little more on the backboard. That's a great way to find confidence. Always a surefire way to get back in the game.
Well, guys, they need to do something to reduce this deficit. We'll see if that's the answer. You know, so often we can forget that these players are student athletes. I mean, Freak does not have that problem. He's an amazing student off the floor and is very dedicated in the classroom.
And how about Freak with a 4.0 GPA, an honor student in high school, and has carried that same work ethic to college as well as he prepares for his games. He truly embodies what it means to be a student athlete.
What are they thinking leaving him with all that space out there? Do they not know? Have they not heard that this guy is unbelievable? That's a layup for him.
Hudson's checked in for Texas. Richmond comes in for Ellis. Fresh, the pass to Starks. And that misses. That would have put him up. Now Texas with it. Still looking for their first bucket of the second half. Here's Freak. Outside for Richmond. Goes up the baseline. Good. And it's the Bruins with the ball. They've only allowed 2 points so far here in the second half. Morris kicks to Johnson. And that's out of bounds. UCLA will retain possession.
And you know what? Just a little too much heat on that pass for him to come up with the steal.
Yeah, I agree. I mean, that was going to be a tough catch for either one of them.
Irving's checked in for UCLA. Porter comes in for Fresh. Now, here is Starks. Just 5 on the clock. And they call over the back here. Too much contact.
Yeah, he was boxed out and tried to get the rebound the only way he could.
Yeah, he got straight over the back and on top of him there, too. So nothing subtle about that one.
Royal against Porter. Morris with the rebound.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D, just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
Here's Barton. It's Porter atop the key to take the lead, and he gets it to go.
They're going back to the three-point shot over and over and over.
And they may have found the Achilles heel of this defense. That was their 9th straight point from beyond the arc.
Royal in at shooting guard. Hudson is out there with Davis, and it's Blair in at the point. And a chance now to catch up on some numbers here. The hustle stats for the Bruins.
The activity level defensively, I've really been impressed with. They've been in attack mode on the defensive end.
Another factor here tonight has been the amount of points they've scored off turnover.
Both teams deciding to change it up. And the Longhorns making a change here. Royals checked in. Texas trails by 3.
One thing with Freak that we know is he makes sure he gets his shots up no matter what. One way or another, he's going to get his workout in. And that's why so many are confident that he'll continue to improve.
Part of it is that he has a twin sister who actually taught him how to play ball. She helped him develop his game and become the player he is today. Pretty nice to have a sibling willing to help you develop your skill set on the court.
And some changes here for the Bruins. Roberts is checked in for Thomas, and Free subbed in for Barton. To the paint. And that one's good. Fresh has got the lead up to 3 now for the Bruins.
After what was just a horrendous shooting performance in the first half, they finally started to find their stroke.
And amazing that they hold the lead with how poorly they shot in the first half, but they defended at a high level and remain in control.
Now here's Freak. There's the dish to Ford. The shot is off. The Bruins go the other way with it. 3 seconds separate the shot clock and game clock. And that's an intentional foul.
That's his first personal foul.
And I think we'll see them burn the clock a bit here.
You know, I think that's probably a smart move.
I think so, too.
That's his first personal foul.
.27 seconds left here in the second half. And so they foul intentionally.
That's his third personal foul.
Passes it to Free. And they go to the intentional foul.
Yeah, you can't let them hold the ball and just milk those last seconds away.
No, you got to foul. I mean, it's going to come down to free throws here. Foul right away.
Second one is good. Getting both at the line, and it's a 5-point game.
Outstanding work at the foul line to make this a 2-possession game.
Now, Freak. 3-pointer. Rebound by Roberts. And now they decide to foul intentionally.
That's his second personal foul.
And he drops the first one, and he can gather himself now and try to make it 2 in a row. So he goes 2 for 2 at the line, and it's a 7-point game. Here's Freak. No good. So it's UCLA picking up the win. They seem to relish their role as the bad guy here tonight.
You know, Kevin, I sense that as well. I mean, they really did
Welcome, everyone, to the final game of the college basketball season. Tonight, we will crown the winner of this year's tournament. And no matter what the outcome here tonight, what a ride it has been. Along with Greg Anthony and Clark Kellogg, this is Kevin Harlan. We'll see the Wisconsin Badgers and the Texas Longhorns.
You got that right. I mean, this is what each student-athlete has worked so hard for all season long. An opportunity for the title. I mean, this game might very well be the defining moment for the lives of every one of these young men.
Both these teams have gone through so much adversity just to make it here. All tournament long, it's been survive and advance. But now, this is the part where you put all your chips on the table and just lay it on the line.
Let's check out Wisconsin's starting lineup. They've got Decker. Hill is out there with Hawkins. Then it's Kaminsky, and it's Evans in at the 4.
And with any championship game, you know that every player is going to have their hearts natural. That's adrenaline. They'll need to remain calm, though, and let the game come to them and kind of ease into it.
And one guy, guys, I'll keep an eye on in this one is Freak. He is the consummate leader for his team. He can come out strong and play his game while keeping his intensity level up. It'll be just what they need to claim the title. And not many people know this, but the Badgers do have one college title in their trophy case. Won the tournament back in 1941. A different time back then, but a title nevertheless.
Outside Hill. On the wing, Evans. And the foul called on Freak. That's foul. Freak. Wisconsin trails by 4. Royal, he's in at point guard. Also Ellis out there. Doherty out there with Turner. And it's Ford in at the 4 spot. Badgers shooting their first free throws of the game on this trip to the line.
Taking 2 shots.
And both free throws good for Evans. Now Texas with it.
What a journey it has been, really, for this whole team to make it to the college championship, especially for Freak. A few bumps in the road for him, but what a story.
Greg, you get the feeling that it's only the beginning. I mean, the way he plays and the accolades he has, I mean, you can see him having a long and productive career at the pro level.
And Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Kaminsky. Hawkins is out there with Hill. Then it's Decker, and it's Evans in at the 4 to the right side. And the wide open shot from Decker. Drills it from outside. Decker's got 5.
Not too much respect shown to him by the defenders.
Here's Doherty. And they come right back with their own three-pointer. Doherty's got the lead back up to 4 now for Texas. Now the feed to Decker. Pass to Hawkins. To the inside, Kaminsky. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Give an assist there, not for the pass, but for the solid screen set on the inside that freed him up and made the layup possible.
And as we see Freak and his team go for the title here, he is trying to repeat what he did just a year ago. He was able to lead his high school to the PSAL championship.
Well, Greg, he was a 4-time All-American selection in high school and a unanimous one at that. He's won state titles before, but this is a different animal than high school.
Richmond, he's checked in for the Longhorns. Hill kicks to Hawkins. From about 16, that's short off the rim.
Awesome defense. I mean, he'll hit those unless you're right in his grill.
Freak dishes to Doherty. Out to the right wing. Royal against Hawkins. Gibson with the steal. Hawkins with it. He's had some playing time, but no scoring yet from him. Hill with it. Out defended by Freak. Here's Wade. Richmond with the rebound.
Oh, excellent interior D to force the miss.
His defensive ability is a big factor. I mean, there's no denying that. You know, one of the big questions on everybody's mind in this game is whether or not Freak will stay on for another year or go pro. I mean, usually a player with his upside would be a lock to be a one and done, but he's giving serious thought to staying.
And Freak is a guy who clearly values the scholastic aspect of collegiate sports, so it makes sense for him to think about staying beyond this season. Still, with Freak's draft stock rising, this could be his final game as a collegiate player.
Here's Royal. Got it off in time. And so it's a close game as we wrap up the first half of basketball. Texas leads by 2. And welcome back. We're just about ready to get going with the second half of a historical championship game. For those just tuning in, this is Kevin Harlan, pleased to be alongside Clark Kellogg and Greg Anthony as we get set to watch how the college basketball season will end.
And in a championship game like this one, guys, you would have expected a close battle. I don't think either side is going to be able to run away and hide in this one.
And, Greg, tight games like this are where legends are born. I mean, if a player like Freak can come up huge in this final half of play, he'll anchor himself in school history as one of the greats to ever play the game.
Royal is in at the point. Also, Ella's out there. Turner is out there with Dort. And it's Ford in at the 4 slot. Badgers shooting their 3rd and 4th free throw attempts of the game. That one drops. He ties it up. And so it's Texas with it, and Wisconsin looking at who they've got. We've got Hawkins. He's out there with Hill. Decker is out there with Kaminsky. And it's Evans in at the power forward. Doubled by Royal. Dishes it to Hill. Feeds it to Decker for the lead. And that one's good. Decker's got 10 points.
And that's another assist for a team that is putting on a clinic on how to share the ball.
And I love the mentality that they've had. If a shot isn't there, they're not forcing it. They're moving it side to side until they finally get the one they want. Yeah, how about the sharp steal and then run out? It looks like they're ready to put.
Both teams will make substitutions. Texas trails by 3.
This game's still very much up in the air. I mean, this is where you start to separate the men from the boys and where heroes are born.
And one team looking to ice the win, the other hoping to force OT. I think right now you lean on your stars and get the ball to Freak every chance you get to try and come away here with the title.
Now here's Decker. He's covered by Royal. Wade a screen on Royal. Hill passes to Dawkins. The shot misses. And Texas the other way now. Royal in at point guard. He's out there with Richmond. Turner is out there with Dort. And it's Ford in at the power forward. That gives them the lead. That's now 8 points for Freak.
Big time basket there on the inside. I mean, he had to get that one up and over the big guy.
Way up and over the big guy. And what a time in the ball game to make it happen.
There's the screen. To the wing on the left. Richmond kicks to Doherty. 6 to shoot. Here's Freak. And Texas hits again from deep.
Big three right there. I mean, I've got to say, defensive breakdown, no doubt. They've got to have a bigger man on him.
On the defensive end, crash.
Ellis is checked in for Texas.
The rest of you, leak out so we can get some easy transition points.
Wisconsin trails by 4. The dish to Evans. With the teardrop, and the layup is good.
How about that cloth soft touch? I mean, just a gentle little teardrop, almost like a falling leaf. A leaf falling down slowly to the ground. Very sweet and colorful, too. Right back to the basics there, using the one-hand slam for that.
Doesn't he make the basics look pretty exceptional?
Yeah, he does. They look sweet when he does them.
And they better stay with those basics because this game is still yet to be determined.
Decker kicks to Evans. Inside. And there's the whistle. That goes on Frank Kaminsky. That is his first foul of the game.
That's a brain freeze right there from the entire defense. Now is not the time to lose your focus. And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there. What a bucket at one of the more crucial moments of the game.
How about the cool, collected way in which he delivered it?
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that.
Here's the Badgers with the ball. Hawkins kicks to Evans. And it comes off the front of the rim. Guys, this possession could decide their fate.
So that means they've got to be very careful with the basketball right now.
Hawkins against Royal from the low block. It's hauled in by Hawkins.
Still a chance here, but they need to score.
I really agree, but it has to happen on every possession. They need points every trip.
Hill against Royal. Evans right side. Oh, missed it. And they foul intentionally. They're going to have to do that now again and again. They're not in the penalty yet.
And you know what? Smart foul. You got to try and extend the game.
Sure. It's not over. The clock is as much a problem for them as the score is right now, so they've got to try to manage it.
And he hits both free throws here. So now it's a 4-point ball game.
And that's the knockout blow right there, guys. Those free throws should put this one away.
If we can't get the ball in, we have another timeout. Use it if you need it.
Hill. So we see Texas get the win here. And what an incredible feeling it is for a team who's had to fight every step of the way. Right now, guys.
Good evening and welcome to the NBA Draft. With the first pick in the NBA Draft, the Minnesota Timberwolves select Karl Anthony Towns from the University of Kentucky. With the second pick in the NBA Draft, the Los Angeles Lakers select D'Angelo Russell from The Ohio State University. With the third pick in the NBA Draft, the Philadelphia 76ers select Jalil Okafor from Duke University. With the 4th pick in the NBA draft, the New York Knicks select Kristaps Porzingis from Latvia. With the 5th pick in the NBA draft, the Orlando Magic select Mario Hezonja from Dubrovnik, Croatia. With the 6th pick in the NBA draft, the Sacramento Kings select Willie Cauley-Stein from the University of Kentucky. With the 7th pick in the NBA draft, the Denver Nuggets select Emmanuel Mudiay from Dallas, Texas. With the 8th pick in the NBA draft, the Detroit Pistons select Stanley Johnson from the University of Arizona. With the 9th pick in the NBA draft, the Charlotte Hornets select Frank Kaminsky from the University of Wisconsin. With the 10th pick in the NBA draft, the Miami Heat select Justice Winslow from Duke University. With the 11th pick in the NBA draft, the Indiana Pacers select Miles Turner from the University of Texas. With the 12th pick in the NBA draft, the Utah Jazz select Trey Lyles from the University of Kentucky. With the 13th pick in the NBA draft, the Phoenix Suns select Devin Booker from the University of Kentucky. With the 14th pick in the NBA draft, the Oklahoma City Thunder select Cameron Payne from Murray State University. With the 15th pick in the NBA draft, the Atlanta Hawks select Kelly Oubre from the University of Kansas. With the 16th pick in the NBA draft, the Boston Celtics select Terry Rozier from University of Louisville. With the 17th pick in the NBA draft, the Milwaukee Bucks select Rashad Vaughn from UNLV. With the 18th pick in the NBA draft, the Houston Rockets select Sam Decker from the University of Wisconsin. With the 19th pick in the NBA draft, the Washington Wizards select. With the 20th pick in the NBA draft, the Toronto Raptors select the 19-year-old point guard from the University of Texas.
Let's do this, young man.